Hey everyone, I was just listening on the radio. This has nothing to do with my read today, but I just want to make a point. I was listening to Todd Friel interview a couple people at a seminary, and wow, universalism is so rampant. It's crazy. Why do I say that? Because he talked to two people? No, that's not why I say that. I say that because it's beyond these two people. These people, it's almost like they're the majority. And I'm only saying this because, by the way, universalism is where, hey, we're all gonna end up in heaven. There's no such thing as hell, and whatever which way you go to get there, see you there. Basically, in a nutshell. And I guess my point is people that think that way and they're open to talking about God, because even though they have a skewed view of who God is, they're still open to talking about it, which is a complete open door. So I just like to encourage everybody to have those conversations. The more and more I hear people talk, we think. I know for me, people you think, okay, well they're religious, or they're saved, or they believe in God, but then it only takes a couple questions to find out where they're really at relative to the Bible. This lady he just talked to, he asked her now after she said she's going to heaven and all that. He said, "Is the Bible your guidebook for life?" And she said no. She flat out said no, that the Bible is not. And she then went on to say that her dad she grew up with her dad as a minister. Man, wow. Anyway, two of the most probing questions that can really get to the heart of things is, to me, is to ask people, do you believe hell is a real place? I mean, I'm sorry, well, that's a good question too, but do you believe heaven is a real place? And if they say yes, to ask them how you get there. I mean, nothing cuts right to the point than asking somebody how you get to heaven. I don't know. It's disturbing. You hear that stuff, and it just, wow, this is a seminary. Anyway, okay, here's my deal. My read today is Ecclesiastes 4. I'm not an Old Testament reader, and I'm trying more and more to do it. I just don't know it very well because I don't spend enough time in it, and I'm going to change that. But I'm going through this read, and today's is Ecclesiastes 4. And I don't know that I'm getting the proper context to everything, so I don't know if I'm getting much. So I don't want to try to dig into too much, so instead what I want to do is read the first verse and then put out some homework, if you will, for everybody. So first let me read it, and then we'll go from there. It says, verse 1, "So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter, and on the side of their oppressors there is power, but they had no comforter." And we know that the Holy Spirit is referred to as the Comforter. And when we are saved, when we are born again, we have the Holy Spirit to comfort us. And I won't get into the long story of it, but I'm sure many of you that are born again have had the same experience. When you really are broken and you really are feel betrayed, or things in life just seem to really overwhelm you, when you seem to be at your breaking point, you get a peace and a comfort that surpasses all understanding. And we know who that comforter is. That comforter is the Holy Spirit. So here's my homework for you, for lack of a better term. Below in the comments, put in, because I meant to do this and then I got lazy and ran out of time. So I wanted to find verses that describe the Holy Spirit, and things about the Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit's job, title, descriptions, all that. I thought it'd be really cool if we could all put the verses below in the comments of that describe the Holy Spirit. So I look forward to those. Make sure you put where it can be found and the whole thing in there. That'd be cool. So if we could all look them up, and that's it. Peace. God bless.